hang on, doesn't something bad happen to us at the beginning of the Bonds? I forget. I feel like something bad always happens.
Oh, no!
Damn it! How could we forget the word
It's been so long.
for getting shot?
Right in my chest, presumably. Or eyes?
He is looking right at you.
How am I looking down the barrel of the gun? Am I in the gun?
You are the gun. This is Tracy's grave from On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
They're trying for continuity?
No.
Our favorite guy.
Did his neck break in the last one?
I don't know. Didn't he fall in the ocean?
Did he?
Whoa.
Does the ocean break your neck?
Look at that comp.
Nah, it looks remotely okay.
Maybe he dove headfirst directly into the ocean.
Yeah, but even then, that's sort of aerodynamic.
No.
Yeah,
Why
Stuka,
is that helicopter
yes.
making a Stuka noise?
It's gonna crash directly into Pearl Harbor. If you have a remote control helicopter and Bond has broken your neck like 10 times, why would you not just crash the helicopter?
Why do you feel the need to cut back to him controlling it 6 times? We get the concept.
Think twice, 007. It's a long way down.
Maybe I'll break my neck like you.
He doesn't even sound like Blofeld.
Well, the Blofeld changes every movie.
James, I gotta know. What is your thought process here?
He's gonna jump and paraglide down from his blazer that transforms into a plane. Because Q built it for him. Can we get this gripping subplot in the new movies too?
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz screwing around Daniel Craig's helicopter for 10 minutes and not killing him? The cat!
The cat was mad. That's how you know the cat's Blofeld. Oh, the music's nice and funky, though. Shaft.
Still waiting on that Shaft James Bond crossover.
Wait, this is goofy. Oh, he just kills him. Nice.
See, blowjob? This is how you kill someone.
Guys, I'm looking more into a little bit of history here. There was a legal battle over Blofeld, so they don't call him Blofeld or show him. So it's some guy with a broken neck that attacked Bond.
And has a cat.
And has a cat.
And is bald.
And is also bald.
This Bond theme blows.
The Bond themes are really hit or miss, aren't they? Clint Eastwood's dead.
It's Kirk
I
Douglas.
think it's just Clint Eastwood.
You know what we're gonna have to frickin' play? Budgeted box office.
Can we ask what year this movie came out? 80. Oh shit, we're already in the 80s?
We're already in the 80s.
Yikes.
Big jump.
That means Teresa Bond's been dead for 12 years, and he just now, for the first time, went to her grave. $35 million for the budget. 34 million bucks.
I was about to say that too.
This set actually looks pretty expensive, like right now. So
they probably filmed inside of like a refrigerator that they got for $10 by bribing a restaurant
and
worker.
then they sold it to some guy
I'm
named
gonna say
Jack.
25 million
For budget?
for
okay.
budget.
And then
and I think
money?
it only made like 14.
14?
That's a huge tank, though.
Yeah. Yes.
There would have been hard changes.
I should point out Moonraker was successful.
But here's the thing, that's a huge tank.
It is, yeah.
But Moore was still Bond for 2 more films. A tank like that would have had massive repercussions.
What's the actual box office budget?
Mud didn't say his box office.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
seriously?
He said 35, 34.
55 million.
55, 14 and 55 are pretty good numbers. You guys are very close to the budget.
So 35 and then 55 is my.
Yep, so 28 million for the budget.
I was really close.
You guys are both pretty close to the budget. You guys are both hilariously off with the box office. Ian, you've never been more off.
Yeah, seriously.
195.3 million.
Oh, that's actually a big number.
Yeah.
Giant
Why would you
number.
think this was a failure? That would have been the end of Bond.
He's trying to pull the emergency "Don't flood me" button. Oh, sorry, sir. Down the street is the Ministry of Attack.
Oh, wait. He's calling the Powerpuff Girls.
Yep. No,
Oh, there's a second phone.
Yep.
2 phones.
Of course, it's
Thank
a Bond
God.
movie.
Why?
Because he has the X-Men and Batman and the Powerpuff Girls all on tap.
But that's 3 phones.
Well,
One of them dual call.
dual call, yeah.
Oh, well, I guess Batman also has the red phone. 5 Daniel Craig, 7 Roger Moore's.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Dalton's 2, Brosnan's 4, Craig's 5 years old.
Connery's 19,364, and they bring him back 4 times, but one's not official.
Hello, Daddy.
She said, "Hello, Daddy." Pretty sure it's his daughter. No indication in my brain that it has been so far. Is that a drive-by via plane?
Flyby.
Sick.
Why wasn't this the opening?
3 phones. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit.
The Plug, the Load, and the X-Men.
That's pretty interesting.
That way the secretary can always look presentable. Otherwise, why would you have a woman?
James.
Moneypenny, a feast for my eyes.
Moore is getting old, huh?
He's
Look at
gonna be
his face.
57 by the time he leaves this franchise.
Jesus.
Well, I will say this: at least Lois Maxwell has also aged up. They look like older.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the movie played it up like these are older gentlemen spies, you know, like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy style.
Right, it just
but
makes
it's not.
I wouldn't mind the age of the spy if it weren't for the fact that they make the spy go out with these, like, 20-year-old bombshells.
The couch
all the
door
time.
was behind
I
there,
saw it.
boys.
The couch door?
The couch
The
door
couch
was
door's still
behind there,
there.
boys.
Oh my god.
The name's Bond. Jerry Bond. It's short for geriatric. I'm glad they upgraded the couch.
That gives me hope that it's gonna be there for forever.
There was a Bond break between 89 and 95.
Yep.
I'm going to assume the couch door disappears after 89. And when the 95 Bond comes out, the GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan the first time, I think it's gone.
I don't think I'll be ready for that.
I don't think anyone is.
More iconic than anyone else, the couch door has been with us the entire time. Grandpa's perving on everybody.
Old Biff from Back to the Future is having a field day with that woman. Ah, thank you for my mission to paradise, Em. I really appreciate it. Wait, he's actually doing some spy work. Alright.
Observing and reporting.
He's not even hidden. He's just standing.
Not even hidden.
Look at him.
Look at it. Okay, but look at that. Just wads of cash out in the middle of the pool.
License to kill.
GoldenEye, Octopussy.
Diamonds are forever, Mr. Bond.
The man with the golden gun.
Crazy, dementia-ridden grandfather ruins pool party.
We need at least one oversized object to fight with per Bond movie. I'm glad it's an umbrella.
Oh, good
Yes!
Lord. That,
What?
no.
This even happened. I tried that so many times as a kid. It never works. I'm really glad the burglar was protected.
No, that's a Q gadget.
You build that car?
That was the best gadget I've seen today.
Why would he stop moving when there are people with guns?
Because he doesn't want to get into poor people's car.
Who are you?
He killed my parents.
The hell
Okay,
was?
that doesn't
That's
answer
a
the
weird
question.
name.
How did you know where Gonzalez was?
I followed the sounds of your knees popping, old man.
How did you know where they were? Michaela. No, that's the previous question.
What are your motivations in this? I followed you. She's like a Rubik's Cube that's like one away from being solved. We should work together. Always trust the droid.
He's trying to pinch those turds off.
I don't know if jazzy synth piano makes this car chase.
You know what would make it better? The Bond theme.
The Bond theme is the best thing to play during car chases, and we say that in every movie.
And they very rarely do.
Hold tight.
I'm convinced this is Bumblebee.
Oh, by the way, we haven't been properly introduced, Melina. My name is Bond.
My name is They Killed My Parents.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
No, my dad's dead, Bond.
Oh, I can help with that.
I can give you a new dad. I'm about the same age as he was.
If you care to look again at page 2, paragraph 4 of my report, sir, you will note that I saw someone paying off Gonzalez.
Paragraph 4 of my report.
What
In
is
this
more
essay,
important in the first 3 paragraphs? Is it like, oh, I got up and I took my pills and then
Alright, what about a Bond movie where it's just him reporting and typing out the essays that he does after?
I'm pretty sure that's Hot Fuzz.
Oh,
pages.
it's Q! We're in for a while.
Oh my, you didn't even finish your fucking sentence. And he already blew something up on screen.
Oh my
Oh my
please.
god, that's the funniest fucking thing he's ever done.
These gadgets are fucking amazing.
It's just ways to murder people violently.
Is there a guy in real life that does stuff like this that isn't named Elon Musk? Alright, Bond, this is a washing machine. Now put your clothes in it. It shreds them.
No, it infests the clothing with AIDS, and then you die slowly.
Smallpox blankets.
And if you pull on your tie, it turns into a hang glider.
If you pull on the tie, tiny knives come out and stab you in the neck. How do you want your me character to look?
As fucked up as possible. Could you make it look like a hamburger?
Let me just move. It's our noses.
Ah, what does all of quality content look like?
Steel rimmed.
Yep.
Ah, so you're saying he was paid off by Elton John.
Oh, Uncle Larry, can I stop now? I'm pooped.
I'm pooped. What is this, fucking Peppa Pig?
I'm staying.
Oh, so you can put an arrow in his back?
This is just Huntress, holy shit.
You were lucky once, but they are onto you now. The telegram, the motorcycles back there, they prove it.
The shot, reverse shot with the blurred background, talking about what we already knew.
What if you go back there, you two team up, get the information from the guy,
And then kill him.
Everybody wins.
It's almost like
You two
you're
seem-
smarter than James Bond and Melina.
You two seem like you work well together. Like, honestly, that's a compliment. I think the two of you could, take on those guys, get the info, and then, just arrow to the face. Did she just get straight into bed after showering? That's psychopathic.
Everybody knows it builds up muscle tone.
They're really finding James Bond's fucking face attractive? His saggy Jeff Daniels face? Like, this man's gonna fall over.
That's actually Roger Moore's real-life age on the door. This is actually a reverse of what normally happens.
Yeah, I know.
Bond's like, oh, is this what it feels like?
This soundtrack goes hard. Get me with the fucking eclectic
Calm down,
soundtrack.
It does not go hard.
It's not going hard, Ian. It's fine.
It's fire.
It's not.
I love eclectic soundtrack.
Did he shoot it out of his hand?
Yes.
I hate that trope. Your hand would just decimate.
So I was reading this thread, and I was like, what's a moment in a movie that completely ruins the movie? And one of the top things was the slide whistle scene from The Man with the Golden Gun. And I was like, I'm glad everyone else was pissed off about that.
That was really dumb.
360.
Oh, what about the bowling ball strike during the Smiths fight?
That didn't ruin the movie for me, though.
That is of equal quality with everything else in the movie.
It fit, if anything.
What?
Wow, I love all the sense that made.
Oh my god, he jumped over the bullets? This movie's stupid, I love it.
This is very similar to what happens in On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah, isn't there an actual losing scene in the
That was
Bond
the
movie?
third act.
That's the final
thing.
fight, yeah.
Yeah.
This is like halfway through.
This car's also burglar protected, so if one of the windows breaks, does it explode?
James, what took you so long?
I was busy getting shot.
How much faster could he have gotten there? He was
Well,
yeeting directly down.
Yes! A hockey movie. This is Miracle Now.
Put money down. Are we saying that one of the hockey sticks turns into a gun? Or
Oh, I'm saying one of the players is a monkey.
most valuable Bond?
Not more.
It's very true.
Oh, maybe there is gonna be a hockey stick that's a gun. What's the name of the goalie who got his neck fucking opened on that?
Clint Malarchuk
Yeah, that guy.
from the Buffalo Sabres. He just got a goal for that.
That's funny.
This might be one of my favorite scenes in any Bond movie.
Maybe it's not as burglar-proof as we thought.
Yeah, Susie.
Hey, watermelon, check mine out. It's a pretty good watermelon.
Oh, dude, it turned into Casino Royale?
And we didn't even notice.
They use the theme of Bond spying while playing poker and shit in a lot of the movies.
It's a good theme.
It's a good theme.
Nothing screams intimidation like rolling up in a dune buggy.
What landmass is that?
Iceland.
America.
Is it Tolkien's Middle-earth? Is it the Throne's land?
I was gonna say, that does look like Valyria.
Maybe it's just Hawaii, but really zoomed in.
Maybe it's one specific island.
This guy is the most Italian man I've seen in the past since I looked at Mud.
Holy karate. He learned that from the karate one. That wasn't even how his body was angled.
That cut was awful. This is the worst stealth opera. This is like me playing Hitman. Like, oh, try to be stealthy. Boom, 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 boom.
If there's no one to notice, then no one will notice.
Now,
Go, I've lived a full life.
Yeah, I'm only 80. You're gonna tell me Bond slowly jogging up these stairs is catching up to this guy going 70.
Bond definitely, pulled, several muscles doing that.
He looks over and he sees just Roger Moore sprinting like Flash right past the car.
You know in Monty Python when he's running towards the castle?
You left this with Ferrara, I believe.
Is that gonna weigh the car down to drop? No, okay.
That would be the dumbest thing.
It is, though. That's what happened.
Is the movie over? I'm bored.
No, it's not over.
I think he's got half an hour,
way.
40
He
minutes.
killed the main guy.
47, that was
yeah.
not the main guy.
Literally,
He killed the guy.
we're just past halfway.
Why is she here? What happened? Did I miss 20 minutes of movie?
All of the male divers are in full body suits, and then she's in
Yep.
ooh, sexy onesie, show off the ass.
It's sexy time for her.
Where did the St. George's sink?
What was that? That added nothing to the movie.
There's a whole section on the Wikipedia page dedicated to explaining how they took a picture of a girl's ass.
It's like a mesh of a couple of other Bond movies. Because we got like the luging scene and like the whole
But
ice
they're all
place.
meshes of other Bond movies.
Yeah, but this one doesn't have enough original content for me to be like, oh, at least it's a different movie.
I think that's what stands out in a series that feels very conventional and samey is the ones that stand out the most.
Yeah, so
Sometimes for the wrong reasons, like
Yeah,
Casino Royale, the bad one stands out really,
yeah,
really
but that
bad.
was made by Eon. I remember a lot of From Russia with Love, but that's because I didn't like From Russia with Love
That's
at
because
all.
it's just Dr. No, but from Russia with Love.
But even then, I don't remember that much. Well, I guess I do remember a bit of Dr. No, but that's because it's the first one. Looks like they didn't have enough time to call the Powerpuff Girls.
Shame. Oh, it's that thing from earlier in the movie.
Was he just waiting there?
This looks like a Star Trek villain.
I wouldn't make it.
We both will.
We're both not going to make it. This is my last Bond movie, except it's not.
God, I wish.
I didn't think it would end like this.
We never even got to have sex on the boat at the end of the movie.
Well, that's because it's not the end of the movie, you dumb bitch.
Wait, they're captured?
Yeah, it's a Bond movie.
Okay, is this the first or second capture?
Second time Bond's been captured.
First time Melina's been
Because
captured.
Bond got captured by Yoda.
Okay. So how many movies so far have had Bond captured? Not once, but
all of them.
twice in them.
Every single one.
Every
of them.
single Bond at least.
Jesus.
Bond gets captured at least 14 times.
Alright, that cracked his back in half, right?
Snapped his neck. Actually, no, that fixed his back. He's had a really bad knot there for a couple
This
months.
is advanced suicide. Tie your noose to a boat and have it go.
Advanced suicide. You know what? I'm gonna give the movie a little bit of credit here. Bond is bleeding, which would actually attract a shark. Instead of just, you know, oh, a shark, ooga booga booga.
They're gonna hit him with the boat. That's their master plan.
Wow, the thing they should have done in the first place, besides shoot him in the head.
I want to see a James Bond movie that ends with him getting captured and the bad guy just shoots him in the head and we just hard cut to credits.
That should be how every Bond movie goes.
What's the least effective kill Bond plan?
That
This
we've
might be
seen?
up there. Yeah, that we've seen.
This, I also want another shark one. Close the top of the pool with sharks in it and he just swims past the
Yup.
sharks.
Even though there's a hole there that they didn't know about.
That was pretty bad. The spider plan in Dr. No was pretty bad. Like,
Yeah, that was a terrible plan. What about when
Well,
he
the
was...
snake plan.
the snake one
Yep.
where it
That's
sucked
worse.
too.
What about when he was surrounded by alligators on that thing and they just
Yeah.
walked away?
Anything animal
Oh, is it
related.
the one where he runs over the top of the alligators?
Anything that involves animals is usually the worst. Because,
Yep.
like, animals aren't like, oh, kill?
Oh, can you imagine? Okay, hold on. New question. Now I'm thinking about it. What if there was no Bond and every villain succeeded? What would happen in order?
The Americans would lose the space race.
Sure, that's not a big deal. It's maybe the least stakes of all of them.
Critical information would never reach the Allies. That's From Russia with Love.
Okay.
The Fort Knox would be nuked, and all of the gold inside would be destroyed. That's Goldfinger.
When does Drax flood the world?
That was like 2 movies ago, so we're not even close.
Grown-up Peter Dinklage flooding the world. Yes.
No, grown-up Peter Dinklage was Super Hitler.
That's super.
Was
oh,
space
Space
Hitler.
They look
He
the
was
s-
space
Oh, you're right.
Hitler.
The one
Yeah.
before is flood the world. So that means that after he floods the world, the other Bond villains are probably dead anyway.
No, because Blofeld had the laser that could just wipe
Oh
out.
my god! So that's when he would probably take over the world,
Yeah.
and then no villains would stop him.
Yeah.
The man with the golden gun's entire thing is I want to fight Bond, so he's not even a bad guy anymore. He just has his laser.
So in this world, Bond's existence is not only important; it's necessary for survival.
Which sucks, because, like, I would never want to rely on that man for anything.
Only Cristatus would make an abandoned monastery's personal retreat.
I'd make an abandoned monastery my personal retreat. That sounds awesome.
The pits! I'm supposed to be skating in Oslo, in Innsbruck. What are we doing in this creepy place?
She's not even the worst actress in the entire Bond series, but she's up there.
I want to win the gold medal!
Alright, she's the worst. I lied.
Convince me that she's not supposed to be a 17-year-old.
I don't know how Bond's alive.
This is the same movie and mere days later in movie time where he broke his back during the shark attack. It feels like they just write in this collection of scenes where Bond is doing something really dumb and make it into one big story per movie.
They go, that would be really cool if X happened, if Y happened. Now we just
Make
need
them
to
all
get
happen. Make him
just
a
get him
cowboy.
from scene to scene.
Make him a cowboy in Moonraker for like 20 minutes, and then he's actually in space shooting lasers. Isn't that a gun?
I mean,
The man with the hammer gun.
This is up there with the worst Bond plans.
they've cut back to that same hook 8 times. I understand the concept. I get that that's the only thing that's holding him there. You don't need to keep showing it.
They've done it 3 more times since you started this explanation.
Unless it's getting like worse and it's starting to snap, which it's not, don't cut to it. So what was the point of Bond needing like 36 hooks if he could just climb up off the one?
Sorry.
They had to turn around.
Such a light tap. It took us 3 or 4 movies to get a feel of what Roger Moore was doing as Bond. Now that I know what his Bond is like, I'm definitely not a fan. I much prefer Connery.
I think it's maybe just because Moore has the most movies, but I've seen people be like, oh yeah, Moore's like the best Bond. No. He sucks.
He's very, like, plain and dry and not charming.
The one thing is, it's not only that Moore isn't really making Bond his own character, and he's just trying to play him as, like, straight as possible. It's also that at this point, the Bond movies are starting to fold in on themselves and get really generic and boring. So combine that with a really generic and boring Bond, and the series is just starting to lose the charm and interest that it had during the Connery era. It's not inherently that Connery's a better Bond. He is. It's just that when these ideas were fresher, they were more interesting, you know?
Exactly.
And
that's
Connery's
why,
just a better actor, I feel.
That's why, like, they have to keep switching it up. Not because, like, it's better. It is better. But also because, like, if you don't switch it up, it just becomes the same stale stuff over and over.
It's just the same movie over and over again. It's the same movie every time. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's one of the reasons why we liked the first Abbott and Costello, and by we I mean Jake and I, more than we liked the other ones, because that was the first time we saw Abbott and Costello's comedy. We were like, oh, those jokes were funny. Yeah. And then in the next movie, oh, it's the same jokes.
I think it's a combination of that, and also the writing got a lot lazier, because I rewatched Abbott Meets Frankenstein for that edit that I did.
Oh, he just punched that woman.
It really does work on as like its own story.
They actually tried with the writing.
They tried with writing.
There's an attempt, yeah.
Yeah, there's more of like an actual plot line than any of the House movies, than any Frankenstein meets whatever. Like it's the only one that actually has the foundations of a movie.
If you read a lot of the backgrounds and behind the scenes stuff for the Bond movies, you know Broccoli was more concerned about the spectacle. He wanted these great set pieces, which we're seeing, you know,
Wow, that makes sense, because all this is just a collection of spectacle scenes.
After, like, the mid-70s, like Jaws, Godfather, and Star Wars, that's what Hollywood became?
Yeah, I know that, but the reason that Jaws and Godfather are still remembered
is there because they're also bangers.
It's because they also put time to make their writing good.
Yeah.
It's the reason that John Wick is held to such a high standard above all of the slog of action
movies. The choreography's so good.
But so is the writing, and you're invested in the characters. It's not Bruce Willis at 60 having to save his daughter from Russian hackers. That's the thing that everyone forgets when they're like, oh, we need to make spectacle. No, the spectacle has to have meaning behind it with the characters.
That was back in an era before kind of this 80s, 90s era, where the best movies made the most money at the box office. That's not the case anymore. Now it's just about what appeals.
Transformers, Fast and Furious. Oh, they're having sex on the boat.
Is it the end of the movie?
Good.
That end of the movie came really fast.
Try Bond now. Good.
Oh my god. They're
gonna be like,
this is the new cliche, is the movie ends with Bond mid-pipe getting a call from his boss.
Yeah, what do you mean new cliche? That's been happening.
No, not really.
Yeah, no, that's a new cliche within the last like 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah, it's a more thing.
Bond. Bond.
Why do they not fire this guy?
They do in 2 movies.
He's really good at what he does.
He's not though.
He saved the world a couple times.
Oh, this is the biggest thing of like lucking yourself into success.
Your mission was a success. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Don't thank me, Mr. Bond.
Oh, wow, what comedy.
With a capital K.
And an MDY.
Is Abbott or Costello the voice of the parrot?
More like Roger Less.
This is still going.
Alright, guys, out of time.
Oh, wow.
0. For this joke alone.
This is tough. I did not think it'd end this poorly. Hot take, the movie sucked. Okay, it's not just because the plot kept jumping all over the place.
Charles Dance!
What?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was Charles Dance in this? It's not just because the plot is a collection of random scenes that don't really matter or go anywhere.
I feel like there's 2 plots in this movie.
Well, there's many. There's like 10.
But 2 main plots.
2 main plots, yeah. But on top of that, it's more so that it's what Bud and I were talking about earlier. It's just recycled other Bond movies, and it's the same Moore doing the same thing, not being charming.
He's not charming.
He's banging like 3 girls in a movie.
Even the Bond girl wasn't in this movie.
I want to cut in. Charles Dance was Klaus. This was his first movie.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I wish I recognized him.
I didn't recognize him
it
at all.
makes sense. This was 40 years ago, so he would have been
Young.
33.
He wouldn't have been
Charming
ancient.
individual.
He wouldn't have been ancient.
Or about 33.
So, what are we feeling? How to tens?
Like
5. I'll be
The
merciful.
5.
I'm gonna be merciful just because, like, full honesty, I was not paying attention to some of the dialogue, so I probably missed some stuff.
3. Like, it's pretty bad.
I'm gonna go with 3 as well. I walked out once to get food, but I missed 2 minutes of movie.
You missed 2 minutes of nothing.
Yeah, I don't really feel like I missed out on a whole lot.
Yeah,
because
that's
the
very
movie
true.
around those 2 minutes was not spectacular.
Yeah, there's some good things. The underwater work's obviously just as good as it has been in the series.
Right. And a lot of those points are just how good some of the spectacle was, but that's all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, even the acting. Roger Moore does Roger Moore stuff. That blonde girl's bad.
You guys ready for roughly 8 vaginas?
It has to be better than that.
Charles Dance was in Alien 3.